Hey, what's up, Bethel family? Brian here. I hope you all are blessed. Just wanted to kind of share with you an update of what Jesus is doing in my life, and also just a personal testimony of how the Lord's been using me over the last several years. I'm out here today at Freedom Park, which is sort of the signature park here in Charlotte. Typically the park that you would see on postcards, and actually was a park that was featured in the TV show Homeland. But it's fitting I'm out here today because freedom is what Jesus offers to the world, freedom from the grip of sin, freedom from our past, and freedom from ultimately an eternal destination that we have unless we come into a personal relationship with Jesus. But it was at Freedom Park not too long ago that I was walking around with a friend, and we passed a woman and her young son, and we at the time that we passed them, in my head I actually heard a voice from the Lord tell me that she was hurting, and that today was the day she was going to come home. I kept walking for a ways with my friend, and then I said, hey, I got to turn back. And I went back and I approached the woman and said, hey, we don't want anything. I felt like the Lord wanted me to come pray for you. And after a little bit of resistance, as we began talking, I shared with her that I felt like very recently she had suffered a great loss. And she opened up to us and shared with us that almost to the day, a few years prior, her teenage niece, had actually shot and killed her nephew in the front yard of her sister's house. And she pulled up briefly after and found her nephew, who was like a son to her, in the yard, and he was dead. And she was angry, and she was confused, and all the things you can imagine. And we talked for several moments. And eventually I shared with her that the Word of God says that Jesus came to give life and life abundantly, but the devil came to steal, kill, and destroy. And as much as she was angry with her niece, it was actually the devil that took her nephew. And after a brief time of sharing and understanding and empathizing in her situation, she actually kind of imagined her niece in front of her, and got to a place where she could actually forgive her. And then briefly after that, I led her in a prayer to accept Jesus Christ into her heart, and she got born again right here where I'm standing. That's what the Lord's doing in my life. That's my passion. It's my desire to share the good news of the gospel with everyone that will hear it, and to help them come into a personal relationship with their Father through Jesus Christ. And I feel like the Lord is actually calling me back to Bethel and Redding for another year to continue my growth. And I would just reaching out today to ask if you would consider supporting me. If you want to partner with what God's doing in my life, I've attached a link to a GoFundMe page that's going to help pay the tuition and the cost of going out to Redding. I just appreciate you so much. I love you all. I miss you a bunch. And any way that you want to partner with me, I would so appreciate it. All right, God bless y'all. Hope to see you soon.